No, it was the water that was running.
Okay, but I mean, like, in order to consume that one day that you got,
No, that was when I walked in, the toilet was running.
the toilet was running.
Yeah, like when I would go in and out, I always knew that you have to flush the toilet correctly, or if you leave it, somebody could have just been working in there and flushed the toilet and then left. Left right out to go do what they do, and it would have been running, or it would have, or no, somebody, people pay attention to what we do. If we leave one thing out, they'll go do that.
I did not flush that toilet when I was in there.
No. I'm just saying that you could see the usage. When I came in, the toilet was running for probably 2 days, because they tell you when I called, they told me. But the point is, technically it don't make no difference no matter what you do. Like something is going to happen. That's just the way. That's part of our work. I just brought this so everybody would see. This is up to date, and it's continuous. And the door is open down there. We don't know whether the boss man just walked in. The cat could have did it. I'm telling you the truth. I don't know if, when I used to go down there, I'd look all around and there was a cat tracks. I said, how the heck did the cat get in here? Because the cat can't get in down there. Okay, then I did look, maybe he come in the little door where the water heater is from stuff that might have been wiggled down that way. And then at one time, somebody had pushed the window out, the little window in the kitchen. Okay, so, but the cat couldn't push it in. The cat couldn't, it does make no difference. But I was just saying, we're right in the beginning, it's not correct, we're right in an Islamic revival right now. What we're doing, what we're saying is a part of it. What we're thinking about, what we're putting in place is part of it. So, this part of the year, we're going to be doing a lot of writing, physical writing. We got all the notes and everything. So we'll be writing quality articles that will help us stay focused, and it may help teach everybody. I don't know if you remember reading some of our old flyers that we're going to do strategic management under the Imam. Musa's going to teach strategic management under and we're going to have the Office of Islamic Movement or strategic and that's on our flyers. Okay. We put that stuff on our flyers so they would come out to try to stop us from doing that then. That's what all our flyers was back then. We were resting. We're resting. We're not going to, we're not going to do any tussling. You can't make us do nothing. See, this is important. They can't make us do nothing. Do you see all the dumb stuff? I didn't even bring my phone. That people send us messages to do this and to try to make us mad. We would be crazy. We would be insane to let people assign our schedule for us or influence our scheduling or influencing our work. So, literally every time we want to be a part of the and we want to influence the direction of change and all those things are true. But we're telling them that then, so they will initiate, which they did, their program to stop us from doing that then. When we're not doing nothing, it don't make no difference. So we get them, there's nobody there, so we want them to use all their artillery and shoot right there where we're not. That's where hit them where it ain't comes from. Now, hit them where it ain't come from Douglas MacArthur, but Douglas MacArthur got it from the Muslims. Douglas MacArthur got it from the Muslims when they would build downstream a fortress and what have you, and go around and build one upstream. So you cut off the whole city, right? They got that. That was one of the main strategies of the Muslims. They did that all the time. Why sit there and fight all the people in the city and get ladders trying to go over the wall? They pouring hot molten napata on top of you, setting you on fire. Forget all of that. We just cut off everything upstream or cut it off downstream, right? And then the people will surrender. And that's where they did a lot of their stuff. Okay. So literally every flyer we had, and remember, these are anti-Zionist flyers. Islamic Institute for Counter-Zionist American Psychological Warfare. That's what we were doing. We said what it is. Psychological warfare. So would you please unload all your stuff on us? Because we're not doing anything right now anyway. We're not doing anything, so unload on us. And that way, when we get ready to move, you done run out of all the stuff. You done already did that. You see what I mean? We've already, every battle we've been in, we've already won. We won all of those, hands down. And it seems like where we're going, trying to go now, will be the same way. And we'll have more allies going that way. And we did that because of our friends went to sleep on us. Would you please do an institute? What's well, an institute. So, man, an institute costs a lot of money because you got to have at least a master's degree person in charge of that type of, or a PhD, just for it to be, you know, oh, we got that covered. And they laid out all, I said, oh, I can do it. But I was going to do what I was doing anyway. Islamic Institute for Counter-Zionist American Psychological Warfare. We did both of those, where you are around there and in Oakland, with no help from nobody. And the first sign that they tore down in Oakland was that sign. Right? I'm trying to tell you. And we have moved the muscle. And if they can bust the fat off John Lewis's head and all he get is Congress, you get the fat busted off our head and we get all kind of good stuff. Hey, man. And I'll close with this. We might have got Boss Man, and I think we did, to put something in our head. Yes, I'm telling you, that's possible. It is possible, right? Okay. So then that means that they give us a big one to fight against, right? Because it's in your head. So now, you think this is little stuff? You got to train yourself to make yourself think you're thinking something, but you're not thinking that. Or what you're thinking, you got enough belief in Allah that right down the road, since Allah knows what's done happened to you, Allah gonna hook you up. Enough of that's done happened already. Already that's already happened. And Boss Man don't know his butt from a hole in the ground. Boss Man don't know his butt from, that means, no, when a system is getting ready to go, he can do everything himself to get rid of himself. Nobody has to do anything. Hey, man, I would never, I have no reason, and I wouldn't encourage nobody. And if I catch somebody trying to do something physically to Boss Man, I'm not going to stop them. But I'm going to, man, you got to figure out a better plan. You're going to blow this. I ain't going to bother nobody because they got a right to do what they want to do. But I wouldn't help them. I wouldn't be involved because you can't take Boss Man down quicker than he's going down already. Listen to the news. Watch everything. From every direction and on all and any occasion, America is finished as that old America. All its allies, nobody trusted. It don't make no difference. They, so just remember. And the other thing is too, we claim credit for a lot of the stuff that's happening to Boss Man. We started claiming it a long time ago. Here's what we said. Boss Man, you got to do right by us and relieve some of the pressure on yourself from historical realities. If you do, you might get a little break. You might get to hold on like the people of Nineveh did for a little while. You never know. But we know Boss Man kept on going. So look at all the stuff that happened. We couldn't do that stuff to Boss Man. You can't do nothing to hurt him quick more than he hurt himself. You can't do nothing, and nobody else can. Okay, I don't want to. Thank you very much. Is those things off?
Well, they're about to be off.
Okay, no, I was just wondering. And then we want to thank y'all can leave them on or turn them off, whatever. I just wanted to thank y'all for everything that we're doing right now. But remember, this is a special time. It makes no difference whether you believe it or don't believe it. All I can tell you is that from what I've been looking at and saying and being a part of, for 40 years, it's been, you could take out your calendar and just say, wonder which day it's going to be on. That's all. It ain't nothing, no different from that. Will it be on the weekend? Should I take the, right? So that's the way it's been. And it's getting more and more like that. That's because mean old Boss Man bothering us. That's right. I'm telling you, that's what's happening. Because, see, a lot take unexplainable things that you wouldn't be considering. Nobody would get before you and say, everything happened to Boss Man happened because he bothered us. If you leave us alone, you're going to get it better. Okay, that's a challenge for him because he thinks he's going to win. Everything is win and loss. For us, it's not win and loss. We have our own criteria for what is, let's call it good for a minute. We already got that. We've got our own criteria. And think about it. The more he do mess with us, the more happens to him. Okay. And nothing he can do about it. He can't do anything about that. They got the dumb man. They gonna challenge they're gonna challenge something else anyway, whatever it is. When they challenge some of the results in the Senate or something, on the 6th they're gonna challenge that. Then there's slow people down in Dixie, in Georgia. Just think that if the Negroes come out, and this is just in their politics, they ought to have every Negro from Carolina, all the region just come and vote. They'd forget your Georgian citizens. Really do what Trump said. While we only have 12 million voters, and here we got 18 million votes. Not really, but you don't have to do nothing. This thing is flipping, and it's flipping fast. And when it does that, you don't know where it's coming from. When I say you, we don't know how it's happening. We just know it's happening. Everything we've talked about has all happened. Now you got to imagine what that means. That everything, when we say everything, 96, 7, 95, whatever we've ever said, and I mean some of it has been detailed over a long period of time, and it has all happened. So should we be more encouraged about our analysis or less? Should we say, man, the analysis is pretty good? Should we be more confident or less confident? Like, man, we don't know what we're talking about. We said it's going to happen. Don't nothing happen, right? Should we be like that, or should we be very confident? And I'll close with this. The history has its patterns. Okay. Sometimes those patterns are interfered with, you know what I mean, by Allah who created us. Like one of my silly kids was asking the other day, why would Allah, or why would someone established religion allow for a 13-year-old girl to become pregnant without a man? I said, you've been up there with them white folks too long. Now, no, don't worry. Do not worry. Do not worry. Why? You got to look at it like this. You know, men are more protective of women than they are of daughters and sons. You tell your sons, hey, man, you be 4, 5 in a minute, so you're going out there and take care of yourself. But girls, you be watching them all the way. A little girl can be 2 months old, and another little baby in a crib is moaning at them, and you say, you better mind your own business. You know what I mean? Right? It's just different. So this is important. I know the people around me. I know what they've been doing all the time. I know the whole Oakland crew. Sister Bahia was married to Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik brought her out there so that she would eventually get married to me. When I married another woman for a short time, almost like a temporary marriage, he was mad, you know. And all the talk was amongst them, yeah, she's going to make somebody a nice wife. And then pretty soon they get ready to spring their thing, and she come out here. Or would she come home? Okay. I was way off in the game then. That was during the orbiting around period. And it wasn't, you know, whoever they sent, especially if they leave, the person they leave is with Kwame Ture. Kwame Ture, what's his name? Stokely Carmichael, right? And they're in the army together. Can you imagine people, revolution